After long hours of travel from Kampala to the city, Nairobi, where the Safari Rally is going to be running for the last coming 3 days, we had a chance and landed safely in the capital, Nairobi. Talking right now is the WRC Safari Rally Project Center here at Kasarani National Stadium, which is the secretariat for the WRC project that is slated to be in the battle to be returned on the WRC calendar with the candidate rally coming in 2019. And of course, in the rundown of the project, many people are all having different ideas, and next over near to me is of course a mark tree that was elected actually, which was planted by the FIA president in the launch of the WRC Safari Rally project, in the mark of a signal that Kenya is ready to go back on the WRC Rally calendar, save for the candidate rally that's coming in 2018, and if all things go as planned, they may be back on the 2020 calendar. It's a speed racer and more so on Kwese running programs as they'll be running over. Well, gentlemen, as I promised you, the Safari Rally is the WRC Rally project, which is in the bid for returning Safari Rally on the WRC calendar. And this is a precursor, one of the precursor events for the WRC Candidature Rally that is going to be running course in 2019. We pray hard and keep our hands close for Kenya, and we as neighbors Uganda, we have a lot of hope in our neighbors Kenya doing it as all. And remember, the project has been bankrolled fully by the government of Kenya, and a big sum of money has been staked for this event. As we get to talk to the CEO of this event, that is Govi Barra. Thanks so much.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are we doing?
Good.
To be all set and everything is almost mid to the beginning of the whole event.
I think we're all ready. We're ready to go now.
Talking about the WRC Safari project, it's like Kenya wants to be back at the WRC. How are you guys set your mind physically, logistically, and as you get to get underway with the rally tomorrow?
You know, Kenyans are patriotic about Safari, about the WRC. I mean, we believe it's our event, and we want it back. So we're working hard to ensure that we get the candidature for next year.
And then talking about logistical outlines of the WRC event as in its nature, do you think Kenya can, away from the rally cars flocking Kenya as a nation, do you think you can, point-wise in the structure and then the technical organization, can you beat up the standards and make it on the calendar 2020?
Yeah, I think we're on track to getting somewhere for next year. We've done a lot coming into this year, technically with safety as well. We've done a lot more in safety than we have in a lot of years. You'll see on the stages on the weekend that how much presence of ambulances we have, the helicopters in the air, and the marshalling on the roads.
And then, in a bit of a summary, how would you describe your route to the drivers who are going to be taking in part? And unlike the past Safari rallies, we've seen a decline in the numbers because now have 36 entries, if I'm right. And then the previous ones, you've always had even above 50.
Yeah, I think it's just financially. I think everyone's having a hard time. The whole country had a hard time last year. I think everyone's just trying to catch up with work first before they concentrate on their hobbies.
And then talking about the whole, can you describe us your route, how it's going to be running for the course of the 3 days down the road?
Okay, we had to make a last minute change in the route. So on Friday, as soon as we start from KICC, we go down to Sopa, and our first stage on Friday will be Kedong. It's a 30 kilometers stretch, a 30 kilometer stage just outside Sopa.
And then talking about the whole climax of the event, that is Saturday is the big day, and then Sunday in climax.
Saturday we're doing 3 stages, done twice, loop twice down Soisambu. And then on Sunday it's Kedong again. I think it's going to be a bit deceiving for drivers. The drivers have to be careful. It's smooth, it's fast, but it's got a lot of tricky places inside it. There's some hidden rocks, some hidden stumps. And let's see how the weather holds up for them.
Well, thanks so much. I wish your bids and ambitions of having the Safari Rally project coming into. I'll see you up again. Thanks. In a mingle of situations where Ugandans have never let down their fellow Kenyan counterparts, we've had a chance to catch up with one of the Ugandan technical serving personnel of the FMU, that is Kez Kagoro. He's down in Kenya to witness it happen for the Kenya bidding for their return on the WRC. Ken, how are you?
I'm okay. Thanks for coming.
And you look to be a little bit down. You want to see the history break again. How are you sure that Kenya will be able to make scores back to the WRC calendar?
Yeah, well, basically, so far since we came here, you can as well see the kind of organization they've put up. You can see the secretariat, you can see different other departments, how they are handling them. I think they are now coming up to the WRC event, and I'm here as well to learn a few things here and there, to see if I can as well cope up with the same ideas back home.
And then talking about back home, you've attended several of this kind of magnitude of events on the African continent. What could be the adoptions? You would pick a leaf as Ugandan Federation in from the organization as we're seeing the Safari Rally that is getting underway tomorrow.
Well, I think we need to put in more emphasis on looking for sponsors, because what I've seen here, a lot has happened here, but I can see a lot of companies coming to support this event, which is not the same as for our motorsport back in Uganda. And I witnessed the same thing in Zambia. They also have a good relationship with sponsors. Sponsors come on board and help them to see that they have a good event. We pray that maybe in future for Uganda, we can as well also entice these sponsors to come and give a hand to make an event more and more colorful and successful.
Thanks so much, guys. That is LGS and team. That's Daniel and your team, and of course the technical team behind all the production of this whole happening. We are so much glad. Myself and my cameraman, that is Joseph Wamala. We are going to be giving you the latest as it unfolds down here in Kenya as the Safari Rally gets underway on the course of the running. Finally, the day has come, and of course, it's the Kenya Safari Rally that is in a bid that is going to be returning on the WRC. Your question and answer would be, as my expert case would be, are we going to be able to achieve this as East Africa as a region, and more so Kenyans who are supposed to be the organizers of the event? As Speedway and Quest Free Sports, we are out to give you how it's going to be unfolding all day out from day 1 to day 3, when the rally will be climaxing. The project is big as it is, and of course it has been bankrolled by the Kenyan government with a tune of over 1.8 million euros to have the bid go back to the WRC 2020. As in the background, you're seeing it's the Kenyatta International Conference Center where the ceremonial start is due to start, and many cars, and it's a tune of 36 cars that are going to be leaving the ramp, and our own Ugandan, Jas Mangati, is leaving as car number 7, and Duncan Mubirushi Kankane will be in the pack of the top 20 cars. We are ready to give you as it unfolds. Keep it as Quest Free Sports. Well, gentlemen, as you've been seeing each moment that is running at the Safari Rally in Kenya, and of course I've gotten up a chance to rub shoulders with the man himself. He's Manville Barian. He is the African champion and of course a Kenyan national, here to give his other Kenyan counterpart a run for their money as they get to be unfolding with the rally. Manville, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
How do you feel coming home? And of course, African champion, everyone is having eyes on you. And in the starting pack of the first top 5 drivers.
Yeah, no, we're looking forward to the rally, and it's the organizers have put in a good effort with the route and the whole organization of the event, as you can see. As it's part of the WRC project, and it's the first sort of pre-test and see how it goes. Yeah, but we're looking forward, and hopefully we can try and be on the podium at the end of the rally.
You're one of the youngsters, a breed of the elite Kenyan drivers that are currently with the high-speed take-ups, and you didn't have a chance to rub shoulders with the legends of the WRC. How does this feel if Kenya gets another chance on their scoreboard to have a WRC returned on the continent?
Yeah, no, it'd be amazing to be driving on the same roads as all the WRC champions and drivers. Obviously, they drive at really high speed, and we'd learn a lot from the way they drive and the way they go about the whole rally.
As African champion, how is your target out? You missed out, you didn't make it to Ivory Coast, and here comes your home ground, and it's almost like left open for this year's contention. There's no need of precautions like registering for the event. Everyone can score for the championship. How do you feel as a champion, and two, missing out in the first rally, you can still catch up with the championship score as to the end in your defense?
We're not really sure whether we're going to tackle the whole championship, but should we do, then yes, this new point structure is very good. As you score as basically as how you drive. If you can't just drive slowly and score maximum points. You need to drive hard.
And then, do we see you coming back? You're darling in Uganda with your Skoda, your popular car, the Skoda. Do you see coming down to Uganda where it has been spectacular for you and your team?
Yeah, even if we don't partake in all the ERC events, definitely Uganda would be one of the most prioritized events for us this year. So we'd hopefully be there.
And then looking at the age of the championship for the ERC, the breed of youngsters like you, many others coming into the same target on scope of a rundown for the championship. In any way, do you see any bit of improvement in the whole organization of the ERC even come 2018?
Yeah, I'm sure everybody tries to improve. So I'm sure 2018 will be a better year for ARC as well. Yeah.
Thanks so much. I wish you the best.
Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, these are. It is Uncle Rai and Gareth Moore of the Kagasi Sugar Rally team. It is here at the drive. Second on the round in double.
My name is Nikhil Sujanya. I've been rallying for about 5 years. I started off with the Mitsubishi Challenger pickup, I got a S2000, and now I'm using the Evo 10 for the Safari Rally. This is the first Safari Rally for the car, and we're hoping for maybe a top 15 finish. Yeah, let's see how it goes. I had a Punto before, and the Punto, it was almost the same size, to be honest, but it had a sequential gearbox, non-turbo. It was fun to drive, but it was very tedious because it had a lot of things in it, clutch, this, that. Whereas this, it seems like a bigger car, but it's more relaxing to drive for some reason, with the turbo and the low power, the low torque on it, and it's really fun. So far, it's managed to cope with our Kenyan roads. I've done 3 rallies. This is the 4th. I don't know. Maybe if there's something more rough. I haven't ever driven it in mud. Today was the first time. It seems to handle it quite well. And I hope it carries on tomorrow. If it rains tomorrow, there's no problem, man. We'll keep going.
The hours get down, and of course, the flare of racing and action is getting much more heated as we're going to see the early leader is still keeping his head up, and of course, that is Kyle Fresh Tundu is still in the lead as by the road as car number 1 on the road. Now, running in next to him after the first 4 stages is that is Ograi, that is another Skoda driver of the Cab Rush team. And third is Japrit Chate, that's the 2015 African Rally champion. And of course, Boldy Chaga, another Cab Rush team driver, is running in as car number 4 on the stages. And of course, Uganda's our top driver, that is Jas Mangat, is running as car number 5 as after the regroup. And running next to him is Eric. And of course, we've seen one car passing, that is the Old Libya sponsored driver, that's Khan, and who is also running as car number 6. As we wait to see, as in our own Duncan, we're still in the stages to see how his performance comes in after having a little bit of mechanical breakdown. We hope to see him come at the end of the day as we get to give you the updates. Duncan himself. Duncan makes it on the podium as in he's actually running number 7 on the run, and we are seeing he's trying to surge into the top 5. His earlier promise as the rally was starting is to end the rally as the end of the rally tomorrow to be in the top 5 slots of the rally. We hope his dream comes true as we get to see the top, if Duncan can manage to finish in the top 5, it will be an excellent drive from the Team Uganda, as in our own drivers will be in the top 5 flight. That is with Mangat surging in the top 4. Don't go away. Keep it a Speedway, sir, on Kwesi Free Sports.
We had a good start, had a good run. The stages were dry and not as wet as we expected, but yeah, we had a good run and we enjoyed. Well, this is just one stage, so we still have a long day tomorrow, and it's of course going to be full attack. There's no strategy to anything. Thank you.
Day two of the Safari Rally has, of course, come to a close of the day, and of course, they had only one single stage. And we've caught up with one of the super navigators, that is Duke, the navigator to Manville Brilliant, and he's going to tell us how has he found the day and what will be their strategy for the whole rally up to the end of the day. That's on Sunday. Duke, you're welcome.
Hi. So today was a good day. The stages were very wet after the weather last night, but we're going to go for. We tried our best on the stage, and we came in with a good result, second behind Flash. We had some wee incident in the stage where there was an animal, an impala, came into the car. But aside from that, it was pretty good, flawless actually. So tomorrow, the rest of the strategy, try and keep up the pace. Try and keep up the pace and hopefully not hit any issues. And after tomorrow, we'll reevaluate for Sunday, but there's only one stage on the Sunday again, same one we've done today, so probably just be a full push to the end on Sunday.
And then looking at the kind of your setup of the car, because you have all the technical team that can give you the best setup of every surface you're going to be running, how would you grade your rundown with the surface that has been designed this time?
The surface is good. It's like a sandy mix of mud and sand, but the car setup's been perfect. It's really good. We did a lot of work after the last rally, and I've come away with a really good setup. But tomorrow the surface is a bit different again, so we have to see how it fares on that.
And then looking at the WRC dream of having the Safari back on the WRC calendar, you yourself, you're one of the few who have never had a chance to race at the WRC Brock and Invent. What would you say about that project, WRC?
I think they have every chance. Great stages. Organisation has vastly improved. I hope the FIA delegates can see sense and come away with a WRC event back in Kenya.
Would you see yourself sitting in for Manville if such a thing comes true for 2020?
I hope so. I would love to do the event here. Obviously, having all the knowledge of the last 5 seasons would put us at an advantage. Again, those guys are next level quick, but I think if nothing else, I'd love to do it just for the experience.
Beautiful. Thanks so much. Welcome back, guys. And of course, as we told you, as the stage was unfolding, the last stage of the day, that is the Safari Rally stage of Kedong, which was 31 kilometers. We are lucky to catch up with our crew. That is the crew of Duncan Wiwichikankan and Musa Nsubuga, who did put up a good show. And unfortunately, they rolled just a few kilometers to the FF of the last stage, but luckily enough, they made it to the FF. Hi, Musa.
Hi, how are you, Frank?
How are you doing?
Are you okay?
You kind of don't look scary. Is it just normal for you to roll and get back on the road?
No, it's not normal, but it's a safe spot, so I shouldn't get worried about a roll.
What pulled you to the roll? Was it the excitement seeing the Ugandan crowds over near there at the Flash, where you would have been splashing over to water to them?
No, it's not true. Well, it's the terrain. We got confused by the terrain. All the places we thought that were wet were all dry. It so happened that this place wasn't dry as we expected. We came in a little bit too fast and off we went into a bank.
How do you tell, in a simpler language, how do you tell? What was the hunt of when by the time we got to roll?
We were not hunting anything. We just wanted to maintain our position because Eric Bengi was a minute off his pace, so we couldn't catch up with him. We just wanted to drive safe and maintain our position.
And telling it by the experience you've had, this is your second time. Just unluckily, you're the same man. When you rode in one of the events, you went back on the road and finished the rally same way. Same man calling the knot. You roll and get back on the road and finish the rally. What is spectacular happening and what do you take about that? Is it chance coming by close or it's an experience together with your driver?
I just think Kenyan rolls love us in the last section. Otherwise, that can't be anyone's experience to roll.
And then telling about the Safari Rally experience, how do you summarize about the rally organization and the competition you found over this age in your Kenyan counterparts?
The competition is it's good, it's healthy, the drivers are really good. The organization was good, it's superb. Sections are all sealed off from the public. So you drive a very safe event.
What do you say? What will be your last word to your Ugandan fans who made it over down to Nairobi to cheer you up and you finally come on the finish?
We appreciate their support. We can't pay them back. That's the truth. We can never do anything to pay back all the time they lose, all the moments, the good moments we give them, the bad moments that we give them. I was told most of them cried. We are happy that you guys came all the way from Uganda to Kenya, and we promised to always be grateful to you guys. We can't pay you back, that you should know, because nothing can pay back a person's emotion.
Beautiful guys, that's Musa, the man who was at the course side calling notes for that's Duncan Mubiru in the GBV. We can hilariously say the guys really were flying. They were really flying. Just on a wait there, guys, to see in Masaka. Hopefully the car is fixed in time, and then get to see the car touch its first time out.
Yeah, we expect the car to be worked on because we're leaving the car in Kenya. We're not going back with the car to Uganda. We had talked to Manvir and his team to see whether they would work on the car. Hopefully the car will be good and ready for Masaka Rally.
Thanks so much. See you. We'll be back.
You know, day 3, we were behind by 38 seconds. We had a target. It's been a good run. So we had a feeling that with our car and the power we have and the potential, we could definitely do something in the morning stage. You know, they call this one the stretch to the finish in the Safari. Yeah. So you have to take the risk, and that's part of it.
Go, go!